Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, with one of many videos available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this recording, we'll be showing you the option of Contour 3D Center technology with its level settings and links. We'll start a new operation of Contour 3D, and we'll choose my geometry, which in this case, I'll be using this inner area over here as I want the tool to go in the center of that line over there. The tool I'll be using will be a ball end mill with a 5mm radius at the bottom. Let's go now into our technology. In our technology, we'll be using the option of center as I want the center of the tool to go on that line, and I'll be using tip as I only want the tip to go on that. I don't want the center of the tool to be going through that line, otherwise we'll be gouging into the part. So we'll use the option of tip. Now, one more thing we should also note is we have our links. In this particular case, I'll use a link of arc, and I'll give it a large arc so we can see exactly what's going to happen over here of 10mm, and the same with our lead out. Let's take a quick look at our simulation. And as you see, our tool will go down into the part itself. Note the approach arc. The approach arc is actually from the top itself. Not from the side, but from the top, as we're working in the middle, so we can't come in from the sides. So the way the arc works coming in from the top, as shown over here. As it goes further down on the geometry itself, you'll note that it's following the exact geometry all the way around the part until it gets to the very end. And I'll zoom into this area. And as you can see, it's going up, still on that geometry, all the way till the very end. And then it's going to lead out with an arc also out of the part going up. Now, let's go back to our technology field. And we'll start working on some of the other options that we have over here. First, we have the option of semi-finish. In semi-finish, we have a step down. If I want to have a step down, starting from the very top of the part and then going down to that shape, I can do that in two ways: horizontal passes or parallel to surface. Parallel to surface is actually where it takes parallel steps according to the shape of the surface. I don't want to do that at this moment. I'll be doing that in a moment. I want to first start off with horizontal passes. I'll have it step down every 3mm, and then we'll run our simulation. You'll note that in the simulation, the tool actually works around the part itself every 3mm, right now going in horizontal cuts. When it gets to its surface, where it hits over here, it'll actually start shortening its tool path, going exactly on the surface itself. And as you can see, it keeps on getting shorter and shorter until the very bottom as it hits the actual shape of the tool path itself. You'll also note in the geometry we have semi-finish and also floor finish, which is why it also finished the floor in this particular case. Now let's go back to our levels, which we didn't talk about yet. In our levels, we have here something called contour depth. In this particular case, the contour depth means as follows. It'll work on that contour as shown over here, but it'll actually take it deeper than the actual surface itself. In other words, you'll be actually making a groove into the part itself. Say I want to have a groove going into the part of 5mm. I can do that if I want. Now let's go into our technology, and now we'll work on parallel to surface. What parallel to surface will do, it'll actually have the tool go parallel to the actual geometry over here as it goes down into the part instead of going horizontal, and it'll actually go according to the shape itself. Let's have it go at every 1mm and also do a floor finish. Let's take a look at what happens over here, and this time I'll use Solid Verify for the cut itself. You'll see the tool going down into the part, and it's actually starting to gouge into the part itself, forming a groove around that wall over there, going exactly on the center of the chain that I chose. And now it's doing it every 1 millimeter like I had asked it to do. And then at the very end, it'll do its finished cut as shown over here. For more videos on SolidCam Professor, please go to our website, www.solidcam.com, and look for the tab called SolidCam Professor. Thank you for joining us on SolidCam Professor. Take care and have a nice day.